Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. It is a bright sunny day. There's Pearl. We have a tiny bit of snow left, not very much, and we're expecting like 2 inches of rain starting tomorrow, so not good. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Something in my coffee, I don't know what that was. I took it out. I think we need to bring wood in. Apparently it's supposed to be really, really windy with our storm tomorrow, and so there could be power outages. We used to get terrible we would have power outages very frequently, to the point where our township called the public utility, the electric company, in to explain themselves why we lost power so often. Since then, we haven't lost power quite as often, to be honest. But we have generators. We have 2 generators. One broke when we were going to be very likely in need of it, and so we got a bigger one. Got another one, a bigger one. We still haven't gotten that other one fixed. So we have 1 generator that works. And we have our house set up so that we can plug the generator into the house grid and do just a few things in the house, like run the well, because I live in the country. You lose power, you lose your water. We can't run our heater, of course, on our generator, so but the fan to the fireplace is on the generator, so we can heat ourselves with our fireplace. Anyway, we need to bring in wood. Oh, just in case. Be prepared. So I did get a chance to stitch with Christy last night, and that was nice. We haven't been able to stitch together that often lately. And it was very nice. It was nice to talk to her and nice to stitch together. Now, we are both stitching her dragon, temperature dragon. That's what it's going to look like when she's done with hers. This is the Mississippi colors. I am not doing Mississippi, and I set my own colors up, so... and I quickly put together my kit so that I could be ready to go, and I did not do everything that I needed to do. I have not done cross stitch in quite some time. But anyway, this was kitted up because I was doing my temperature bookshelf 2 years ago, so I have the temperatures all set up, and you can see the ranges. So this is the high of the day. So I have 28 degrees Fahrenheit and below, and then I go up by 3 degrees pretty much. Up until I get up to here, which is 92 to 99, 92 to 94, and then something's supposed to be here for over 95. I have time. Number 918, whatever that is. Anyway, so this was all set up. So I just grabbed the package. I took my drinks fabric out. I got a new fabric. I printed off calendar so I could keep track of what I did. I even went out and got the temperatures. Last night I finished 4. I have 2 more done, but I can find out what yesterday's high was and put that in there. Anyway, so I got all ready, except, and I stitched with Christy last night. I did 4 days. These 2 days had the same high temperature, so they're the same color. So this is the nose. No, this is the forehead of the dragon right here. So my fabric is this big. So I figured out where the middle of the fabric was, and it was right there. right about there, and went from there. And I had trouble counting, you know, Christy has trouble counting. I think she gets it from me. And then this morning it occurred to me, oh, you never gridded your fabric. That's why you're having so much trouble. So I'm going to grid my fabric. It's not too late to grid the fabric. And here's my needle minder, which I use during stitching, but I don't, I put it on my table and then put the needle on it when I have to. But I was afraid it would fall off, so I stuck my needle in my fabric. But this is Christy's Hildegard of Bingen. If you watch her floss tube, she has, this is from a medieval mystic nun who, this is her vision of the universe. And Christy is stitching this, embroidering it. She's done one. I was able to see the first one she did before she sent it to her friend. It was amazing. Amazing. I couldn't believe she was getting, you know, selling it. But she's making another one for herself. And anyway, it's very cool. So, and she made it into a needle minder and gave me one. So that's the beginning of the dragon. That's this part, and then around. So that was 4 days. So I'm behind, but there you go. Now, but I need to grid my fabric, and that will make things way, way easier. Way easier. So that was the crafting that I did yesterday. I read a book. I stitched some. We walked the dogs. Talked, listened to music, hung out. And we will do the same. Now, I showed you a sunny day, and now all I see is clouds. So the weather's moving in, unfortunately. I don't know, I have a little rubble in my coffee. I don't know why. So there you go. I'm going to get a Frixion pen and work on my gridding. I had a wonderful metal ruler that I used all the time. I kept it right by my chair. I have no idea where it is, and I really miss it. And especially now, I need a straight edge. I'm sure I can find a straight edge in this house of some sort, but I really miss my ruler. I have no idea where it is. Neither does Dennis. This is how it is in our house. This is why Dennis has a rule of 3. You have to have 3 of everything if you want to be able to find one. You know, that's the kind of, you know, like tools and scissors and things like that. Anyway, so I started my cross stitch. I couldn't, you know, well, I didn't remember to grid my fabric. I did my first stitch backwards. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I did cross stitch. It's really interesting. I've forgotten everything, apparently. But, you know, I was going to say it's like riding a bicycle, except I can't ride a bicycle anymore. So it's not like riding a bicycle, you know. It comes back to you. Like riding a bicycle does not. Although people say it does. It's not true. Anyway. So that's it. I don't have any particular newses. I have stalled a little on my hat because I think I need to change the needle to a longer cord so I can do magic loop as I go smaller, which is why I'm not working on my hat. And maybe I will get over that tiny little hump of getting my needle sorted and then moving forward. Don't remember what size needle I'm using. It might be a 4. If it's a 4, anyway. Gears are going, gears are going. Anyway, so I'm not sure exactly what I'll do today. There's nothing pressing around the house. I do need to take a look at my list and see what's on there. yeah. But nothing feels pressing, so that's nice. Anyway, so there you go. I am going to edit this because it took so long to just upload the video yesterday, and I need to get back in the swing of things. So I will edit this just to put the intro and the outro and upload it from my computer instead of trying to do it from my phone, because YouTube, I don't know, maybe it was Sunday and YouTube was really, really busy. I don't know. It felt like it took really long. So it doesn't feel like quite so long when I, you know, do the whole thing. Although I have to render it and that. Anyway, never mind. You don't want to know. Meanwhile, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.